Hey, Speedwinghere here. So in this video, I want to briefly talk about Lapis and why she is better than you may think. Now this is due to her base stats. So how base stats work in Engage is characters have their own personal bases, but on top of that, they have their class bases. Now, this is similar to many of the other games, however, the importance of this feature in Engage is reclassing is the best that it's ever been. That because you don't have to get weapon ranks anymore, it's really down to just a unit's personals below the class bases. And what I'm going to set out to prove here is that Lapis actually has some of the best personal base stats out of any of the units that arrive at the same time as her. So the best way for you to look at this is to compare her to other units by putting them into the same class so you can actually see the difference. And as you can see here, Diamant immediately loses a lot of stats by being in the same class as Lapis, proving that the reason her stats are bad is due to the class. In fact, there's probably an argument to be made that her stats are actually better, or at least on par, as Diamant's. But let's take a look at a couple of other units that arrive around the similar time and see how they fare. So you can see here that Alchrist just completely loses all his strength, and yet again, Lapis looks like the better unit, or at least on par, if not better. What about Jade? She must have a lot of strength, right? I mean, she's got lots of strength as an Armor Knight when you first get her. No. Yet again, Lapis is pretty much equivalent to, or better than, Jade when put into the same class.
But actually, Speedwing, you have to use a second seal, which is a resource that you're spending that you wouldn't spend otherwise.
Look, I understand that argument, but it makes no sense in Engage. Because you don't have to train up weapon ranks, reclassing is pretty much the most optimal thing that you can do for half of the team. So hopefully I've convinced at least a few of you that Lapis is better than she seems, and maybe you should give the Potato Goddess a try.